Hello everybody, this is Alex the Sauropod Titan here with another dinosaur review. Like I said yesterday, I would be doing a review, with my answer review, I will be doing a review of the amargasaurus, and that's what I'm doing today. Also, I made this new background here, just a lineup of a bunch of dinosaurs and figures that I have. Again, they'll change up differently every time I do a review. Again, comment down below if you like them, or even if you want to see any of them reviewed, just let me know. Okay, and let's get on to the figure itself, the amargasaurus. Now, amargasaurus, which means amarga lizard, was a genus of sauropod that lived in the Amarga province of Argentina from the early to mid-Cretaceous period, and was a relatively small sauropod. Now let's get on to the figure itself. When I first saw the pictures for the amargasaurus, I was actually stunned. I was kind of like, why amargasaurus? But this is probably one of the most beautiful looking amargasaurus figures out there. And then also, if you compare it to this guy, the apatosaurus, it's like a huge figure. And this is a relatively small sauropod as well. Which, again, I have no problem with. Again, we'll get to that later. Now let's get to the head sculpt. As you can see here, I do like the paintwork they've done on the head. It kind of looks like they're outlining the skull of the figure. Even though it's not shrink wrapped, it actually looks like it's the skull of it. And then you have the ear hole here, which you can clearly see. The eye, and one of the nostrils here, and you got the teeth sculpted out. Can't really get a good look into that side of the mouth since it's almost closed. We got the another nostril here. We got the same work on the other side. So we got the ear hole up here, the eye, and the nostril. And also, I do love this paint combination. It's apparently like both the amargasaurus and Anzu have the similar paint jobs, like with darkish greens and darkish reds and whites and all that stuff. Not complaining, it's a really good thing to actually have. And they have the spines, which are individually, and they're made of this rubbery-like substance, I believe. They have a bit of red on the tip, and they're black mainly. And as we know, I'm pretty sure, amargasaurus did not have that sail, which we know of. It actually had the spines. Now we go on to the back here, which I do like it also. If you can look close enough, you actually kind of almost feel the indents of where the spine could be. Like from here, and then you have the hip all going down to the whip-like tail, which is a very flexible material. Now we'll get to the feet. Again, Safari always seems to outdo themselves with sauropods, because we haven't had many sauropod figures from Safari up until last year, because we had the Shunnosaurus last year, we had the Diplodocus, now we have the amargasaurus, and another sauropod, which I'm guessing it's a Titanosaur, maybe Argentinosaurus. So, again, if you're in the comments, if you're thinking, oh, they're making an Argentinosaurus, I don't know for sure yet. I'm pretty sure, I think it's an Argentinosaurus. I'm just going with a hunch. But back to the figure, they made this in this hoof-like shape. You got the thumb claw here, three claws, toe claws here, and then also you got the underside here. And also, I do like how it's in this walking pose. It's almost like it's either brisk. It's again, like most sauropods are known for ambling. Basically, that means they walk with all 3 feet on the ground, because again, to support their weight. This one, again, it was a relatively smaller sauropod, about the same size, maybe bigger than Shunnosaurus, which is another relatively small sauropod. But again, I do love this pose. It looks like it's running away from a predator, or basically trying just to get somewhere or something. Maybe it's just walking. And again, now we'll do some size comparisons. With this is the 2017 Diplodocus. And as you can see here, it almost is as big as the amargasaurus, as the Diplodocus, but the Diplodocus is just a bit bigger. And we'll get another comparison with the old Carnegie amargasaurus, which I think people say they hate the Carnegie amargasaurus. I love it. And personally, I think Safari always seems to make good replacements for their figure, for the Carnegie line, because now they're trying to step up their game. And again, in my personal opinion, if I were you, I'd pick this figure up. It is a bit expensive, though. I had to pay about $30 for it, and it's a huge figure as well. It does take up a lot of shelf space. And The other thing also I like about it is if you put it out here, it's like the Giganotosaurus. You can't even tell it's made by Safari. Like, it almost looks like it's one of those resin figures that basically put on your shelf, look like a sideshow figure. It looks really nice. And this is coming from the same company that makes basically the Carnegie line and also made the Mastodon for this year. It's just a beautiful figure. Even though like it's a bit oversized for a small sauropod figure, I would definitely pick it up if I were you. I recommend picking it up, but it is an expensive figure. So if you, again, you could wait for. So again, like I got mine off of that and the Anzu off of Dean Jenkins, which is a website basically because I can't order them off Safari themselves because they don't ship internationally to Canada. But again, I go off I basically get from a second reliable source, Dean Jenkins. Basically, he runs on a credit system. Basically, he gets he ships out the figures and you pay for them when they arrive. Really good. And also, I have should be getting the other 4 figures: the Megacerops, the Regal Ceratops, the Megacerops, the Regal Ceratops, the Umatitherium, and the Ankylosaurus. They should, and again, those probably will be here within a week or 2 or something, I don't know. And again, I would recommend, so again, this is one of the 2 sauropods, and if they could do this good, I can't wait to see what the other sauropod is. Okay, so this is Alex's Sauropod Titan. My next review, again, as I was just saying, I hope you guys like this new setup I have here with my figures, and if you want to see any of these figures done, or even have a figure request, like even if any figure like you think I have and you want to see a review of it, please leave in the comments, okay? Like I will always respond if you leave in the comments, or even if you're at me on Facebook, just message me and see if there's a figure you want me to review. I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.